Welcome to my channel English Speaking. I want to ask you something honest, something I want you to think about before we begin. You have been studying English for months, maybe even years. You have a dictionary on your phone. You have a list of words saved somewhere. Maybe you watched videos, read grammar books, or translated sentences in your head 100 times. But when someone speaks to you in English and waits for your answer, your mind goes quiet. Your mouth stops. Nothing comes out. And for a few painful seconds, you feel like all that study meant nothing. I want you to know something right now. That silence is not your fault. You are not slow. You are not bad at languages. You are not less intelligent than people who speak English fluently. The problem is not you. The problem is the method. The method of studying English that most people use is broken. It teaches you words, but not how to use them. It teaches you grammar rules, but not how to speak. It gives you knowledge inside your head, but no voice in the real world. And that gap between knowing and speaking is exactly what destroys confidence. Today, we are going to fix that gap together. This is not a grammar lesson. This is not a vocabulary list. This is a listening and speaking practice built around your real life, your daily routine, your real feelings, and real situations you face every day. You will hear simple sentences. You will repeat them softly. You will understand why they matter. And slowly something powerful will begin to happen. Your brain will stop translating and start speaking. Your mouth will stop freezing and start moving. Your confidence will stop hiding and start growing. But first, I need to tell you the truth about why so many learners never speak, even after years of studying. You open your phone and you study 50 new words today. Tomorrow, you forget 30 of them. You study 50 more. You forget those too. After months of this, you have a huge collection of words floating in your brain, but they are disconnected, lonely, and useless in real conversation. When someone speaks to you, your brain searches for the right word. It searches and searches, but nothing connects fast enough. So you stay silent, and silence becomes your habit. Here is what real speaking requires. It does not require 1,000 words. It requires complete phrases. Not words, phrases. There is a massive difference between knowing the word hungry and knowing how to say, "I am really hungry right now. Can we stop somewhere to eat?" One is a piece of information. The other is a living sentence you can use in the real world. Real fluency is built from complete phrases that your mouth already knows how to say automatically, without thinking, without translating, without hesitation. Think about how children learn their first language. They do not sit down with a vocabulary list. They hear complete phrases again and again in real situations. They hear, "Come here, sit down, what do you want? I love you. Let us go. Be careful." They hear these phrases in context. Their brain connects the phrase with a feeling, a moment, a need. And slowly, without studying grammar, they begin to speak naturally. That is the secret that most English courses never teach you. So right now, I want you to forget about single words for a moment. I want you to think in phrases. Short, complete, powerful phrases that connect with your real life. Listen to this first group of phrases slowly and softly. Do not just read them, say them, even quietly, even in a whisper. Your mouth needs to practice the shape of these sentences. I am learning English. I am getting better. I am not perfect. I am trying every day. I am ready to speak. I am not afraid anymore. Repeat those phrases again in your mind. Notice how they feel. They are simple. They are honest. They describe who you are right now as a learner, and that is exactly why they are powerful. Because they are true, and because they are yours. Now let us talk about something that makes many learners feel embarrassed. Many people feel like short, simple sentences are for children. They feel like saying, I am happy or I want water is too basic, too small, too easy. They want to sound intelligent. They want to use impressive vocabulary. So they wait until they know enough big words before they speak. But that day never comes. Because fluency does not start with impressive sentences. Fluency starts with sentences your mouth can say without fear. A short sentence spoken with confidence is 1,000 times more powerful than a long sentence you cannot finish. When you say, I need help, clearly and without hesitation, people understand you completely. When you say, I would appreciate any assistance you could possibly provide, and your voice shakes halfway through because you are not sure if you use the right grammar, the communication breaks down. Simple is not weak. Simple is the foundation. Think about a building. Before you can have tall walls and beautiful windows, you need a strong foundation. The foundation is not the most beautiful part. Nobody takes photos of the foundation, but without it, the whole building falls. Simple phrases are your foundation, and right now your most important job is not to speak impressively. Your most important job is to build a foundation that will hold everything you want to say later. So let us build that foundation together, phrase by phrase, moment by moment. Let us start where your day starts. Let us start in your bedroom, in that first quiet moment when you open your eyes and the day begins. This is actually one of the best moments to practice English because your mind is quiet, your environment is calm, and nobody is judging you. When you wake up, your room is around you. Everything in your room has a name in English. Your bed, your pillow, your blanket, your window, your alarm, your phone. But more than naming objects, I want you to describe actions, because speaking is about actions, feelings, and needs. It is about what is happening, what you feel, and what you want. Listen to these morning phrases. Say them softly after me. I wake up slowly. I feel sleepy. My body feels heavy. I want to sleep more. But I get up. I sit on my bed. I take a deep breath. I look around my room. The light is coming in through the window. The morning feels quiet. I feel calm. Now, notice what just happened. You just narrated your morning in English. You described real actions and real feelings using simple, complete phrases. This is not baby English. This is real English. This is the English that fluent speakers actually use in daily life. When an American wakes up and talks to their partner, they do not say, I am experiencing a state of drowsiness this morning. They say, I feel so sleepy. Keep that in mind every time you feel like your English is too simple. Now, let us move to the kitchen. This is where so many opportunities for English practice happen every single morning, and most learners completely ignore them. You are surrounded by objects, actions, smells, and feelings. Every one of those is an English sentence waiting to be spoken. I go to the kitchen. I open the fridge. I take out the eggs. I put bread in the toaster. The coffee is hot. I hold the cup with both hands. It feels warm. I smell the coffee. I sit at the table. I eat slowly. The food is good. I feel more awake now. I am ready for my day. Say those sentences again. Notice how naturally one sentence leads to the next. That is the rhythm of real English conversation. Not long, complicated sentences, but a flow of short, connected thoughts. When you practice narrating your daily actions like this, you are not just learning vocabulary. You are teaching your brain to organize thoughts in English, to move from one idea to the next without stopping to translate. This is the difference between thinking in English and translating into English. Translating means you have a thought in your language and then you try to convert it. That takes time. It makes you slow. It makes you hesitate. Thinking in English means the English words arrive with the thought. They arrive together. That is what fluency feels like. And this daily narration practice is what builds it. Now I want to talk to you about something important, something about time and repetition. Many learners practice intensely for a week and then stop. They study for 2 hours on Monday and then nothing for 6 days. That is not how language learning works. Your brain does not learn language from long occasional sessions. Your brain learns language from short, consistent, repeated exposure over time. Think about a small plant. You do not water it once with a bucket and then ignore it for a month. You give it a little water every day, a little sunlight every day, and slowly it grows. English is your plant. Give it a little practice every day. 5 minutes is better than 0 minutes. 10 sentences a day repeated consistently will change your brain faster than 100 sentences studied once and forgotten. And here is where I want to talk about the power of practicing before sleep. The period right before you fall asleep is one of the most powerful times for your brain to absorb language. Scientists know that the brain consolidates memory during sleep. What you practice right before sleeping gets reviewed and strengthened while you dream. This means that 10 minutes of soft, relaxed English practice before bed is worth more than an hour of tense grammar study in the afternoon. I want you to try this tonight. When you are lying in bed with the lights off, with your body relaxed, I want you to speak softly, not out loud, not dramatically, just softly, gently, like you are talking to yourself in the dark. Repeat these phrases slowly. I am learning English. I am improving. I am not in a hurry. I practice every day. My English is growing. I feel calm. I feel confident. Tomorrow I will speak a little more. Speak those phrases 3 times. Then let your mind rest. Let the words settle into your memory. You are not memorizing. You are absorbing. There is a difference. Memorizing is a tense, effortful act. Absorbing is calm, natural, and lasting. Do this every night for 1 week and notice what happens. You will wake up, and some of those phrases will come to your mind without effort. They will feel familiar, like songs you know by heart. That familiarity is the beginning of automatic speaking. Now, let us talk about what I call foundation phrases. These are phrases built around simple structure words that you can combine with almost any situation in your life. These are the most powerful phrases in English because they are endlessly reusable. Once your mouth knows how to say them, you can attach them to anything. Listen carefully. I am happy. I am tired. I am confused. I am at home. I am at work. I am with my family. I am ready. I am not sure. I am doing my best. I am getting better every day. I have a question. I have a problem. I have a meeting today. I have no time. I have everything I need. I have been practicing English. I need help. I need more time. I need to sleep. I need to understand this. I need a minute to think. I want to speak English fluently. I want to understand people. I want to stop being afraid. I want to try again. I want to learn from my mistakes. I can try. I can do this. I can speak slowly. I can ask questions. I can improve. I can speak English. I do not understand. I do not know this word. I do not have time right now. I do not want to make mistakes. Can you help me? Can you speak slowly? Can you repeat that? Can you explain this? Where is the bathroom? Where is the bus stop? Where is the nearest restaurant? Where can I buy water? How much is this? How do I get there? How long does it take? How are you today? Now look at that list again. Every single phrase is simple. Every single phrase uses common words. And every single phrase is something you could actually use in real life today. Not someday when your English improves, but today, right now. That is what makes them powerful. They are not theoretical English. They are practical English. They are survival English. They are living English. Your job right now is to take these phrases and attach them to your real life, your real feelings, your real needs, your real situations. When you wake up and feel tired, say out loud, "I am tired," not in your head, with your voice, even quietly. When you open the fridge and see that there is no food, say, "I need to go shopping." When you sit down at your desk to work, say, "I have a meeting in 1 hour." Connect the phrase to the moment. That connection is how your brain locks the phrase into memory permanently. Now, let us go outside, because one of the biggest fears for English learners is speaking in public places, in real situations, with real people who are waiting for your answer. The street, the store, the restaurant, the bus, the taxi, the phone call. These are the places where most learners freeze completely. And I want to change that. The reason you freeze is not that you do not know enough English. The reason you freeze is that your brain has never practiced for that specific situation. Your brain meets that situation for the first time in real life, under pressure, with someone waiting. Of course, it panics. But if you practice those situations before they happen, your brain recognizes them when they arrive, and it responds with confidence instead of fear. So, let us practice real situations now. You walk into a coffee shop. The person at the counter looks at you and waits. What do you say? "Hello. Can I have a coffee, please?" "How much is it?" "Thank you. Here you go. Can I have a receipt?" "Have a nice day." That is a complete interaction. 6 sentences. All simple. All useful. All things your mouth can say right now. Practice those 6 sentences until they feel automatic. Until your mouth moves before your brain has time to be afraid. You are on the street and you are lost. You see someone walking nearby. What do you say? "Excuse me, can you help me? I am looking for the train station. Is it far from here? How do I get there? Thank you so much. Have a good day." Again, simple, direct, effective. These are not beginner sentences. These are real sentences that real people use every single day in real cities around the world. You are in a restaurant. The waiter comes to your table. What do you say? "Hello. Can I see the menu? What do you recommend?" "I would like the chicken, please. Can I have some water? Is this spicy?" "Thank you. It was delicious. Can I have the bill, please?" Practice these. Say them in your room. Say them to your phone. Say them in front of the mirror. The more times your mouth moves through these phrases before the real situation arrives, the calmer you will be when it does. Now, let us talk about one of the most important and most ignored skills in English learning: responding without translating. This is the skill that separates learners who can speak from learners who cannot. And it is not a talent. It is a habit. A habit you can build starting right now. When someone asks you a question in English, your brain immediately does one of 2 things. It either searches for the English answer directly, or it translates the question into your language, finds the answer in your language, and then tries to translate that answer back into English. The second path is so slow that real conversation cannot survive it. By the time you finish translating, the conversation has moved on. People are waiting. The moment is gone, and you feel like you failed. The solution is not to translate faster. The solution is to stop translating at all. And the way you stop translating is by practicing common questions and answers so many times that your brain stores the English response directly without needing to visit your first language. Listen to these questions and answers. Do not translate them. Just let them enter your brain as complete pairs. How are you? I am good, thank you. And you? What is your name? My name is... Nice to meet you. Where are you from? I am from... It is a beautiful country. What do you do? I am a student. I work in... I am learning English. Do you speak English? Yes, a little. I am still learning. Can you help me? Yes, of course. What do you need? Are you ready? Yes, I am ready. Let us go. Did you understand? Not completely. Can you say that again? Do you like it here? Yes, I like it very much. It is very nice. What would you like? I would like... Please. Thank you. Now here's what I want you to do with these pairs. I want you to say both the question and the answer yourself. Say the question. Pause for 1 second, then say the answer. Do this 5 times for each pair. You are training your brain to hear a question and immediately produce an answer in English, with no translation step in between. This practice, done consistently over days and weeks, will completely change how fast you can respond in conversations. Let us talk now about something many learners feel but few teachers say directly. The problem is not making mistakes. The problem is stopping when you make a mistake. The problem is that one error turns into silence, and silence kills the conversation. Here is the truth about English mistakes. Native speakers make mistakes. Educated, fluent, intelligent people who have spoken English their whole lives still say the wrong word sometimes. They still use the wrong tense. They still start a sentence and change direction in the middle. And do you know what they do when that happens? They continue speaking. They repair the sentence and move forward. They do not stop and apologize and hide. They do not decide that their English is too weak to continue. They simply fix it and keep going. That is exactly what you need to learn to do. Not to speak without mistakes, but to speak through mistakes, to repair and continue. And there are simple phrases that help you do exactly that. I made a mistake. Let me try again. I mean to say, what I wanted to say was, sorry, let me say that differently. Can I start over? I think I said that wrong. Please correct me if I am wrong. My English is not perfect, but I am trying. Practice those repair phrases. Say them softly right now. Say, I made a mistake. Let me try again. Say it 3 times. Now say what I wanted to say was, and then finish the sentence with anything. What I wanted to say was, I am happy to meet you. What I wanted to say was, I need help finding this address. What I wanted to say was, I do not understand the menu. These phrases are like a safety net. They allow you to fall without crashing. They allow you to make mistakes without losing the conversation. They keep you in the dialogue instead of shutting you down. And every time you use them, instead of going silent, you grow a little braver. You teach your brain that mistakes are not the end. Mistakes are just part of speaking. I want to say something now that I need you to hear clearly. You are not incapable of speaking English. You have never been incapable. But if you have been practicing the wrong way, if you have been memorizing words without context, translating everything before speaking, avoiding real conversations because you are afraid of mistakes, waiting until your English is perfect before you open your mouth, then you have been preparing for English without actually doing English. And there is a difference. Studying about swimming is not the same as getting in the water. You can know the theory of swimming perfectly. You can draw diagrams of swimming strokes. You can watch videos of professional swimmers every day. But until you get in the water and move your arms and kick your legs and feel the resistance of the water against your body, you do not know how to swim. English is the same. You have to open your mouth. You have to let the words come out, imperfect and real and alive. That is the only way. So I am asking you to make a decision today. Not tomorrow. Not when you finish this video. Now. Decide that you will stop waiting for perfect English. Decide that you will use the English you already have right now. Decide that simple sentences spoken with courage are more valuable than impressive sentences that stay locked inside your head. Now, I want to guide you through something important. I want to show you what your evening and your night can do for your English. Because most learners think about practice as a daytime activity. They think I will study in the morning or I will watch English videos in the afternoon, but the evening and the night are some of the most powerful times for language learning, and most people completely waste them. After your day ends, when your body is relaxed and your mind is moving toward rest, do this. Sit quietly somewhere comfortable. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Then begin telling yourself the story of your day in English. Use simple sentences. Use the phrases you have been practicing. Tell yourself what happened from morning to night. Today, I woke up at 7. I felt tired, but I got up. I made coffee and sat at the kitchen table. The coffee was warm and good. I went to work. I had a meeting in the morning. The meeting was long. I felt a little bored, but I listened carefully. At lunch, I ate outside. The weather was nice. In the afternoon, I finished my work and came home. Now I feel tired, but happy. Today was a good day. I practiced English today. I am proud of myself. That narration took about 30 seconds, but inside those 30 seconds, you reviewed your whole day in English. You practiced past tense. You practiced feelings and descriptions. You connected language to real memory. And you ended with something important. Acknowledgement. I practiced English today. I am proud of myself. Those words matter. They tell your brain that English is a positive experience. They build motivation for the next day, and then, when you are ready to sleep, close your eyes and return to the foundation phrases. Speak them softly in the dark. Let them be the last English your mind hears before rest. I am learning English. I am getting better every day. I am not afraid of mistakes. I can speak English. I have everything I need to improve. I will practice again tomorrow. I am ready. Breathe slowly. Let the phrases settle. Sleep. And then in the morning, before you check your phone, before you look at messages or social media, speak 5 sentences in English. Any 5 sentences about the morning around you, about how you feel, about what you plan to do today. 5 sentences. That is all. 5 sentences in the morning to wake up your English before your day begins. Here is the simple cycle that will change your English. Listen every night. Repeat softly. Let your brain absorb the patterns during sleep. Wake up and speak 5 sentences. Use 1 phrase during your real day. Come back again the next night. That cycle, repeated consistently, will do more for your English than any grammar course, any vocabulary app, or any translation tool, because it connects English to your life, to your rhythm, to your real daily moments. It makes English feel like something that belongs to you, not something foreign and difficult and separate from who you are. I want to say something before we end. Something I want you to carry with you. Learning a language is one of the bravest things a human being can do. It means being a child again in a world where you are an adult. It means not knowing things that other people know. It means being vulnerable in conversations, uncertain in moments where you want to feel confident, slow in situations that demand speed, That is not comfortable. That takes real courage. And you are here. You watched this far. You practiced these phrases. You stayed when you could have stopped. That matters more than you know. Every minute you spent practicing today is a minute that will come back to you as confidence tomorrow. Maybe not immediately. Maybe not this week. But it will come back. Language learning has a delay. You plant seeds for weeks and months without seeing growth, and then one day, something changes. A conversation becomes easy that used to be impossible. A phrase comes out of your mouth automatically that used to take 30 seconds to construct. A person speaks to you in English, and you respond without fear. That day will come. I promise you, it will come. But it comes only to the people who keep practicing through the silence, through the frustration, through the mistakes and the fear and the moments of doubt. Do not be someone who quits 1 week before the breakthrough. Right now, before this video ends, I want you to do one thing. I want you to write one simple English sentence in the comments, just one. It does not need to be long. It does not need to be perfect. It can be as simple as I am learning English, or today I practiced, or I feel more confident now. Write it. Post it. Let your English be seen by the world, even in this small way. Because every time you put your English out into the world, you teach yourself that your English is real, that it has value, that it deserves to be heard. Come back to this video tomorrow night. Listen again. Repeat the phrases softly before sleep. In the morning, speak your 5 sentences. During your day, use one phrase in a real moment. Then come back again. This is how fluency grows. Not in one dramatic moment, not in one perfect video or one perfect course, but in small, consistent, honest practice, repeated night after night and morning after morning, connected to your real life, spoken with your real voice, built from your real courage. Subscribe to English Speaking so you never miss a new practice session. Leave a comment below with your sentence and share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. Your English is not broken. Your method was. Now you have a better one. Use it. See you next time.